Hello everyone, welcome. This is card number 6. Please take out your package. So today on card number 6, we are going to be using the Country Birdhouse bundle. That is on page 55 in the annual catalog, and it is too stinking cute. The stamp set that comes out of this set, the stamp that you will need if you have it, comes the happy birthday. So whatever you have that fits on block G, if you do not have this particular bundle, whatever fits on this block will fit for the greeting that will be for the front part of the card. And let me show you. So while you're taking everything out, and you will also need the Memento black ink pad. And so while you are taking your packet out, I'm just going to show you a few things. This happens to be what the suite or the bundle offers. This is actually part of a mega suite. And so everything over here and stamped in the basic beige happens to be something stamped and then die cut. And then everything else over here is something that is extra. So let me show you the card that we will be making today featuring this particular stamp set and die set bundle. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put Wink Estella on card number 5. Hopefully you'll help me remember to put Wink Estella on. Let me put that in my bin so that I know not to forget that. Okay, so this is the card that we'll be making. Now your house might look a little different. Hopefully I have all the same flowers and everything, but the same setup will be the same. Okay, so hopefully that gave you enough time to get everything that you needed for this card ready. Okay, let's get out our packet. This is number 6, and all our little bits. Okay, so you'll have a birdhouse. Now, fine tip glue pen or the liquid Tombow glue will go really well with this particular card. All right, so then we have flowers and leaves, die cuts. Now you can always turn over your flower, but the die, the embossed parts will look a little different. So hopefully this one has a little dark color on its flower. So, I tried to keep everything pretty much the same. And there we go. There's our leaf and our flower. Now this is where the take your pick tool is going to come in handy. So I'm just going to that's what you have and in your bin. Now the black is going to be my color. You might have Misty Moonlight for the back base, and this is the card that is opening up this way. So make sure you attach it properly. Okay, so now let's start. I am going to use my silicone mat, and I'm just going to kind of swish things over, and we're going to start building our birdhouse. So I'm going to grab my base. Now for this part, you can use the liquid Tombow glue, or you could use your snail, just Stamp and Seal, just because there is a good size base there. So I'm just going to add that, and I'm going to grab my putty part of my take your pick tool, and I am going to create a different color base for my birdhouse that's going to coordinate with this piece here. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to just put a little bit of glue here. Now you could certainly add it to the back side of this, but I find it, for me, it's easier to set down in. And there we go. Perfect. Now if something shows, you can always snip that off with paper snips. All right, and you have a little wiggle room with your birdhouse, just like that. Okay, so then I am going to put this piece next, the scalloped, and again I'm going to use the liquid Tombow glue, and I'm just going to put a little line of glue just like that. And again, take your pick tool and put that right up in there. And perfect. Okay, so then I am going to take a very thin line of glue and put that in the crease right there, and grab, again, the best thing ever, take your pick tool and just line that up there. Oops, I kind of missed. And we're going to pick that up and move that on over. There we go. Oops. Okay, there we go. So now that we have that on, I put a little bit too much glue down so it's sticking to my fingers. Okay, so then now while that is drying, let's go and do our circle, and that's in the center of, you know, the birdhouse. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue there, and oh no, I just flipped that upside down. Okay, this is where, hopefully you do not do that. I used my Simply Chamois to wipe that off. This is real light crafting, everybody. Okay, nobody's going to see that after we get done, right? All right, and so then a little tiny dot right there. Glue can be your friend, just not mine today. All right, and then that goes right there. So, this is just so cute. And again, this is a great use of scraps. Okay, so then now we're going to add the birdhouse to the front part of our card. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to use a little bit of glue all the way around. Not get a little too close. Make sure you have the opening part of your card down that way. And I'm actually just going to put it all the way to the top, okay? And then just give that a nice press. And again, I love my silicone mats, so if any of the extra glue, give that a nice burnish. It comes off on here. Okay, so then this part is going to hold. So that's just going to go like that. So you're not going to want to put adhesive all the way down. So I am actually just going to put a little bit here. I'm going to get it started, and then I can use some of the glue There we go. And then we're not going to go all the way down. And then we're going to line that up. And then we're going to snip off. So that just goes like that. Now you can use this upside down so that this part hangs down at the bottom. But seeing as how we're snipping something off, I didn't want to snip any of that off. Okay, so then grab your paper snips, flip that over, and just snip that little piece off. Okay, so then now put that off to the side, and we're going to stamp up our greeting. Okay, and I'm going to try to do it in the center, okay? And we're going to put that right in there. Allow that ink to set down. Okay, so then now, that's the only thing that we need the ink for, so we just can cover that up and put that away. And now we're going to build our scene on our flowers. Okay, so I'm actually just going to put down a little bit of glue on my flower, and I'm just going to do it on the center because that way I can stick leaves underneath it, underneath, you know, the loose flowers. Okay, so just the center is attached. Then this one is going to have a mini glue dot underneath. So I'm going to grab that and the people poker part of my take your pick tool. I'm going to stab and grab that backing off. And then I'm going to place that kind of off center. Okay, so you could still see the blue behind it, the blue flower. Okay, then we are going to put a little bit of adhesive on the happy birthday right up in the corner, just a little tiny bit of glue. And we're going to put this flower, not covering up part of your greeting, okay? Then over here, we're going to put down, actually, let's do some leaves, okay? So we have this one. I'm actually going to snip off the stem a little bit. So then that way I can tuck that in. And that's going to go right under there. Oops. There we go. And then we're going to do another one. We're going to snip off that stem and glue just a little bit at the bottom and put that right there and then push down. Okay, then we're going to actually put dimensionals on our birthday greeting because we want to know where to set the other flowers. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, and you can use some big ones if you want, but seeing as how I have these right here, it's okay to use them. Stab and grab that backing and put them down in there. Flip that upside down. Well, technically it's the right way. And we're going to put that just above so you can see the blue underneath. Okay. And then now we know where the other flowers kind of need to hang off. Okay, so this one's going to go right on top. So it's just a little bit of glue. And that's going to go right in the corner here. So right on that pointy part, okay? Then this one is going to have some leaves underneath. So again, we're going to cut those leaves off, or the stems. And come on. Okay, so then put some glue down. I'm going to go right there. And then we're going to have one sticking up on the other side. Oops. That's why I like my silicone mat, because it's good with anything that says oops. All right, so then now we are going to put the flower just a little tiny bit. And seeing as how mine has a little dark on, we're going to be facing that one in so you don't see that underneath. And how cute is that? Okay, so the inside of the card, hopefully you have one more flower left, and that is going to go on the inside, just down in the corner. There you go. All right, so let's add this to the base of our card, which happens to be the basic black. So I am going to get my Stampin' Seal out. I'm going to put that on the base. Now, the reason why I like to do a lot of this is so that when you see this card from the front, you see the black behind it, okay? And when you open up the card, I want to see the black too. So then it kind of brings the color from the front of the card to the inside of the card. So then now we are going to add the Wink of Stella. So I'm going to actually put, actually the rhinestones, we're going to do the rhinestones. I colored those using the blends. I love using the rhinestones just because I can have an embellishment in every single color. And don't forget the bow. We're not done yet. So we're going to put that on there on one flower. And then that on the other flower. And the last one's going to go down here in the corner. So again, it creates that triangle. And then now you're going to grab a mini glue dot. And I'm going to take my bow. And I'm actually going to put that mini glue dot on that ribbon. And I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. And I'm going to put that underneath the center of that bow. That knot is going to go right up underneath that corner piece. All right. So then now we can add that Wink of Stella. And this is my tip for using mini glue dots. I put a piece of ribbon around, and I actually put like my scissors here, tie the knot so it's not too tight, so that I am able to move it forward towards me and grab the next one in line. That way I am not throwing away any mini glue dots that get missed. Okay, so then now we're going to take the Wink of Stella and we are going to hit the flowers. And I just generally do what would be the veins of the flowers or the center. Depends on, you know, what you want to do. You could do the whole flower if you wanted to. But I love Wink of Stella, so I could just do anything. Now, how cute is that? Who wouldn't love to receive that card? So that is card 6 presentation. And if you wanted to, you can snip these off, trim them a little bit. All right, guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed presentation number 6. Happy stamping!